Bill Thompson on a tractor. Bill Thompson on a tractor. Well, look at them burgers next to Young Bucks face. Lance Marlin, Tim Marlin, they like fish. Adult Swim games. World of Warcraft. 20 Mott, Old Block Leaf. Chinese Chinese. Reset 10 plus. Call of Duty Modern Warfare. APB Reloaded. Netflix free trial. Miss Vicky's jalapeno, white chocolate raspberry, pull apart cheese bread. He was doing something. He was doing something, PPD. Hugging out. Captain D-Mac. Too much. Laughing all the way to the bank. Switch to RBC. World of Tanks. Thank you, Tom. I don't know. Who's this guy? C1K. He became famous. On 24s and everything. Setup change. Iliano. All I need. That one's much like ICP. King StacksAMilli. Gucci Mane Love Flare. I got Gucci Mane exclusive Gucci Manes. Call me the new Jordan Tower. All right, thank you, Toms. Thank you. There. Thank you. New Fuzzy Logic. Hamilton Beach sent me the Fuzzy Logic. What? Prime early access sale. Oh, Iliano was on the dirty. Iliano, he's a rapper, big time, Winnipeg. All I need, Iliano. Iliano. Iliano again. Iliano again. That one's the main one. Hold on. Back to C1K. And Joe Biden's America. We're back to Windows and the OVOs. Brooklyn, RIP Brooklyn. What was this one? Oh, Iliano. Frank Iliano. Frank Iliano. You got to look into him. You're looking to get into a new mobster and whatnot. I think I covered a little bit on that Frank Iliano. It's coming up. Iliano, it's a savage life. Tune or Spotify. A lot of guys on Spotify. StacksAMilli now on Spotify. Monetize media and everything. StacksAMilli. A lot of my new music is on Spotify. Believe it or not, Don Gotti's little brother Stacks has got his own music, and there's about to be like 25 or 30 new songs about to hit Spotify by Christmas, maybe after Christmas, New Year's. I think for the New Year's celebration, whole bunch of new StacksAMilli. You got to go listen to it. He's up there with Lil White, Shoddy Low, Young Bloods, White Gold, Rolex Homie, Slim Jesus, Tate Capone, Mad Child, Frenchie, Gunplay, of course, Jim Jones, Hell Rell, Uncle Murda, Project Pat, Bankroll Fresh, Cartel MGM, Slick Pulla, Alley Boy, Zedzilla, Triple C's, Pastor Troy. We got a lot of different ones. Hamilton Beach, I'm happy to get that. Prime's got this early access sale, October 11th to the 12th. ICP, Insane Clown Posse. Used to call them Insane Clown Pussies, but now I'm into them. They're on StacksAMilli. A bunch of exclusive videos you never seen before. ICP. Yeah, you can't believe it. Exclusive videos you never seen before. Here's some flash that I think it came from somewhere, but I never seen it before. Oh, I think it maybe where it came from. I'm not sure, but it was some decent flash I was looking at. Bugging Out, D-Mac, Captain D-Mac. You gotta listen to that one. Saying a Lot, that one after. Watch Out, Captain D-Mac. G-Lock. It's that C1K. G-Lock, C1K, yeah. Addicted. Captain D-Mac is addicted. Choices, Brooklyn. That one's so tasty. If you listen to this one, it's like having one of these bacon, tomato, mayonnaise sandwiches on the really nice panini bread. Choices. Then where are you running to after that? Where are you running to? Brooklyn and Dreezus. Better place to a better place. Winnipeg Most, or no, Winnipeg Boys. To a different place. Charlie Fetta, John C. Can't turn my back, Iliano. This one, the thing about Iliano is he's not a little kid anymore. Iliano, he's not a little kid. You can't turn his back on him because it doesn't even matter. Iliano. Anyway, say my name, Iliano. Yeah, he's got this whole thing where he's like this grown up kid, and then he grows up, and all that. Say his name, Iliano. He even hit up Gon Gotti, General Beans, all those guys, whoever those guys are. That's what Iliano said. Whoever even those guys are. Take my pain, Iliano. We heard about that one guy out in Winnipeg, Potato Head, because we're looking to make some fries. Because what goes around comes around, Iliano. No, but I know Iliano knows who General Beans is, but General Beans ain't the smartest. What goes around comes around, General Beans. Iliano's the original hustler. Original hustler. No more tears. No more tears. That's all that I know. That's what he said, too. He said, all right, then it ends with all that I know. John C., Charlie Fetta, the late Brooklyn. Winnipeg's Most, 2022, the all that I know. What a downer, eh? That some of those people. Had 773. Downer. No mo playing GA, Pastor Troy. He came all the way up to Canada with this one. Can you believe that one, Ileana? Pastor Troy. There's Mr. Potato Head live in action. He lives out in Edmonton. JD. Man. JD, man. Make a lot of money, man. Illest. Iliano. StacksAMilli. Wow, my Twitter account is back after 3 days of deactivation finally. JD. Poor. Damn, we got rap on JD. We got more of Captain D-Mac. This isn't in one of his videos. What of it? Drezus, Drezus. You gotta listen to him. He's from Canada, though. Charlie Feta. I just want to listen to Charlie Feta while I'm eating a salad. It's all on top of it. Balsamic vinegar, everything like that. R.I.P. Brooklyn. Along with that, he likes a good one of them extra large Brooklyn pizzas from Domino's. All my Canadians know those Domino's. Brooklyn's favorite pizza, I guess, being the Brooklyn must be my favorite. Anyway, StacksAMilli's favorite pizza, Brooklyn. And if I can afford it, you get the mushrooms on top of that. It's got the best type of crust. It's so thin. It was that specific one, but not many pictures up on Google yet of that Brooklyn. I've showed it a few times. It's got a special crust to it. Here it is. That doesn't do it justice. I got way better pictures of it, especially when it's really hot. I got way better pictures of it, but I guess not. No, they don't got a good picture of that one. But R.I.P. Brooke. Leano, he's a young, successful musician. He's a lyrical gangster. Young, successful music group. Lots of money going on in the StacksAMilli area. This one reminds me, I'm hungry though. This one reminds me of Lil Wayne's cakes or whatever, because Lil Wayne usually has a bunch of cakes on his birthday. He was famous for having those birthday cakes. Well, he turned 40 today. I wonder if there'll be a new cake. Because he's famous for having all these different cakes. CMB Wheezy, MIA, Missing in Action. YMCMB, Lil Wayne, The Sugar Studio. Happy Birthday with Wayne on it as Jesus or whatever. You got Lil Wayne, YMCMB, Wheezy. Chris Brown, happy birthday. Happy birthday, Mike, with Lil Wayne on the cake. That's a cool one. Happy birthday, Lil Wayne, with the big 3-tier cake with the big vanilla icing and whatnot. You got more Wayne cakes. He was famous, I think, for these red ones. There's a lot of these. That's when they came out with this moldable icing or whatever, and they used to put it all over the cake and whatnot. Here's one where he's standing with the cake with a skateboard on it that says Wayne's World. You got another one here. This one looks like it was in the hood or something on Flickr. Another hood one. So people used to do like cool Wayne cakes and all that and post them and whatnot. Look at this one with the strawberries all over it. Happy birthday, somebody. White chocolate. They got these things that they put in a tin or what have you. Easy. This one looks like one of his early on cakes. Happy birthday, Ireland. He's got a Dwayne Wade band-aid on his face. This one there looks like there's an actual rapper around. Happy birthday, Cash Money Business Wheezy. Way back in the day at one of those traditional club spots, they got us. It's not too big of a cake, like something StacksAMilli could afford on his birthday type of cake. But then I think this was one of the more recenter ones. What's this one? Another Wheezy. Well, it's his 40th birthday on what's it called today, September 27, 2022. YMCMB. He was the biggest. He was the biggest rapper. He was the greatest rapper alive during our generation. Wheezy Baby. Oh, here's another one of the Wayne's World cake. Wow, it was big. The Wayne's World cake had a skateboard with wheels. Lil Wayne, the Carter. And it stood up on top of the cake there. And then it was graffitied on. Wayne. Oh, much like a tattoo, much like a tattoo. And you had some pictures of Wayne's greatest moments performing on the cake there. Getty Images, Jarrett Clark. Wayne's World. Wheezy Baby. Like these were just little cakes that you would eat, edible cakes that they're eating. It had some sort of tiara things on it. Regine, I think she gets cakes or whatever. I like Dairy Queen's ice cream cake. Wheezy. None of these pictures do it justice. You got to watch the videos of Wheezy with the cakes. I've seen the videos with the cakes. Here's the Chris Brown one. It says it's Chris Breezy, CB, Fame, Club Play. They're in Club Play. They were big clubbers, these guys. Lil Wayne, another really nice Lil Wayne cake. Oh man, they used to do that all the time with different cakes. They still do. They still do. Which cake do you want? You know, you don't got to get Lil Wayne on it. Happy Birthday Cooper. That one looks good. It's got a giraffe and a zebra on it. You don't even got to explain what the cake's got on them. You can just sit back and take it all in. Welcome, little man. That one's a pretty cool one. It's got some animals on it, the fire. Hot cocoa. Here's one for Jeremy Lutner. Happy birthday, Jeremy. It's got a boat, a fish, and it's got a deer. Oh, it's got a little hunter on it, hunting the deer. Happy birthday, Jeremy. Jeremy's from Texas, but they like that one even in Texas. Well, and his mom and dad, I know they probably like Winnie the Pooh. I like Winnie the Pooh too. Happy birthday! It's a buck. It's a buck. That'd be a Tennessee one for someone that had a Tennessee boy. Red Dead Redemption 2. Dylan. Happy birthday, Corey. The hunt is over. Alonzo, Annie. We got a buck with a gun. We got a buck with a rifle, a hunting rifle with a buck. Buck Commander. Or no. Duck Commander. Anyways. Happy birthday, Palaco. Blake. Blake. A lot of people that got their name Blake. Blake Griffin. Blake Griffin's head on top of my cake. Oh, look at this one. That's a classic one. You know who liked that one? Mr. Garrison. Both of them. Both Mr. Garrisons. It was like this duck, mallard duck. They like mallard ducks. They don't know I got this hat with a mallard duck on it. Mr. Tennessee with the mallard duck hat. God gave him it. God allowed him to have it. He is. Happy birthday. Cherries with the pineapple and the girl on your birthday. It looks like the girl's even edible. And some other ones. All started with Lil Wayne. And now we're on to Elvis Presley. Well, Lil Wayne's getting old, man. Elvis. God allows everybody in America to be somebody. It's not just Lil Wayne or Elvis Presley. He was just some of the biggest ones. Just some of the biggest ones. But look at all the different cakes. Dan, Dan, Ferguson, 80th birthday, 6th birthday, 60th, 5th, 50th, 78. Western birthday cake I made for my dad's 78th birthday. Son of Anarchy cake. People love that Son of Anarchy. Bacon Bad. Breaking Bad. Crown Tray. This one's a different one. For a painter, like you see, that is some husbands or whatever, dads, husbands. It's usually husband or boyfriend or whatever. They're a painter. My mom's husband or whatever was some other thing that was much like that with the paintbrush and the paint and all that. The Joker with the Gotham. Oh, you would expect that. Another hunter cake with golfing and fish and all that. That one doesn't even look edible. This one doesn't even look edible. That one is very huntery. That one looks like a beef jerky all put into one cake there. Because that one does not look very tasty. But it looks like they have some hard, I don't know what the hell that is. Field and Stream? What the hell are these? Coors? Oh, I don't even think this is an edible thing. I think this is like some plastic. It is, but wow. You're talking way back in the day. When I was at Linden Middle School, we used to put together these gingerbread things. Years ago type of cake. Look at this one. You don't even get no cakes anymore, but man, them cakes look like some. Those are traditional. They're traditional in some way, but they're not the best looking cake. I never knew that was a traditional style of cake where it was like all thrown together like that with what you had of it. But that's not how you're supposed to do an edible cake. Just throw everything together on it. You don't know what's on it. We used to love making gingerbread cakes. I had an issue at reading at first when I was in middle school. I knew how to read good, but I just didn't know how to present it to the class the proper way. Now I got all that figured out. But look, these aren't the gingerbread cakes we used to make. As good as those look, as good as those ones look. Gingerbread snacking cake, I'm not a big fan of those ones, but fruit cakes. We're looking for gingerbread house, not gingerbread cake. Yeah, we used to make the gingerbread houses all the time. Houses. Well, I made gingerbread houses in Canada. I made gingerbread houses in goddamn the United States. They say house and house and house in all different ways throughout all different areas. You realize? Wow, look at this one. Big Victorian mansion style. Oh, it's not a mansion. What is? Yeah. I would consider it it's a large home. It's a big gingerbread house. That's edible. They really did a good job. That's icing. I'm not sure if the green stuff is edible, but a lot of it is. That's some specialty work there because usually it comes in a package with some what's the icing and it comes with some buttons and it comes with this and that, but there's some custom ones it looks like. There's all different ones you could get. I remember all different stores still are all different stores. It depends on what store you go to and all that as to what candies and shapes and all that and the amount of gingerbreads and all that come with it. What's this one? A charcuterie chalet savory gingerbread house. Yeah, pretzels, olives, carrots, it looks like even. Coconut, lettuce or Brussels sprouts, pomegranate. Oh, I see. So as you get older and all that. Oh, there looks like there's even like a bruschetta salami or something. As you get older, it's not just about candy. You can have it mixed in with fruits and all that too. This isn't edible. It's a music box. I never thought about that. Adding the it's oh, there was meat and cheese. I don't know about putting meat and cheese on the gingerbread. The nut house. Oh wow! It's got walnuts, no pecans. What are those? Those are I can't remember what kind of nuts there are. And then there's almonds cut in half here. Candy cane. You even have a edible squirrel thing made out of something. The nut house. Got a little driveway with edible flowers. I would have a good time eating this thing up. And it's big. I never did see that before, where they've gotten the shingles made out of sliced almond pieces, pretzels, icing that comes down sort of like ice or what have you. I never seen that before. This one's a good one. A lot of pearlescent little candy pearls, or I think they're called. This one looks familiar. I think I've had one of these. Well, I definitely have had one of these ones before with these sour s things or whatever, sour things. Never did I ever have all the different flavors of swirled candy things or whatever. Usually it's just the peppermint ones. This one looks really good. A lot of different candies on it. Starburst. I had the chance of having some of those ones recently, mini Starburst, so that's cool to see it. There's Starburst on this one. We did that in school. In the United States, I think they do it. Anyway, when I was in school in the United States, Linden Middle School, we made candy houses in school, middle school. That was fun. And everybody's candy house would be on display, and then believe it or not, you could take it home or eat it. I think a lot of people just took it home, and I was sitting there eating on it. And a lot of people like it's sitting there in front of all the different classes after everybody was there. Taylor King or whatever, everybody was there. And then I was sitting there eating the gingerbread house. That ain't very smart. Because I think most people they didn't like. I know Carly Weatherly was there, Tanner Hudson's wife. Everyone was there, and they had these gingerbread houses. We used to do it in school. We were one of the really lucky schools. Look at this hot tamale stuff. That one doesn't look too good. But Nick and Vanessa, Latchy. As you know, there is some schools that didn't make it, like the rest in peace to that Sandy looking one. Gummy bears, gingerbread houses are something that is enjoyable every year. Wow, here's a gigantic one, Donald Trump type of one. Breezing through gingerbread houses. That can't be all. That's not all. No, that ain't one. Is that? It is. It's all made of gingerbread. Look. Who the heck would do that? If you're not going to eat it, what's the point of it? I guess it has a good smell to it. It has a really good smell to it. Scottsdale Farms. Uh-oh. There we are. Scottsdale Farms. Not sure what this gingerbread is, where it's a little bit darker. Is that sort of like a chocolate gingerbread where they've added some cocoa to it? Made it sort of a more chocolatey gingerbread, whereas the light one is more of just a gingerbread without any chocolate, with more cinnamon and all that, less chocolate. I think those darker gingerbreads they have cocoa added into them, so that it's sort of like a sweeter gingerbread. Whereas I've had some gingerbread or and whatever they're called, like ginger snaps, because they got like cinnamon in them and whatnot. And they so that may be that. There's also a variety of different thicknesses to gingerbread and all that. I bet you there's some stores you can find it all at and whatnot. I haven't had one of those in a while. Snowball chocolate with the gummy drops. Sprinkles. This one was done really nicely. Some people do them really nicely. This was professionally done, obviously. I can feel the winter weather coming in. Look at how they've done the icing on this one. They've layered the icing into these little circles so it looks like a tiled roof or what have you. Pink icing, strawberry icing, and whatnot. Peppermint, lots of peppermint. Not sure what this one is. Communist type of house or something. It's like a castle, weird looking castle. It's like a mix of Asian, another thing. It looks like a lot. I don't know. It's got lot to go with it. Here's a nice big house with different levels to the house and whatnot. I guess people sometimes they do their big dream homes with it, or something that's maybe even similar to their own house sometimes, dream homes other times. Sometimes it's similar to their own house with some big addition or something to it. Their actual house is only like this, cuts off here, whatever, but they add the extra big window and then they add the big column on top. So some people do that. Chocolate, chocolatey ones. Simple, simple. Yeah, that's what they did say. Keep it simple. You can have the simple ones or the other ones. Pretzels. Ugh, what's all over the pretzels? They've used super glue on the pretzels. So basically, this one's not an edible one unless you want to eat super glue. This one's got some gummy windows. I think it's those fruit things that some people have. It's like this organic fruit barry. I don't know. I haven't seen them in years, 15 years or something. They're like this, 20 years, something. People down in Florida have them. They're like these fruit bars. They're real thin or whatever. They're not, it's like you grow up with those one things, and then when you get older, you have those because they're much more healthy. This one looks good. It's got those candy rockets or whatever the hell they're called. They're either called Smarties or called rockets. These, or there's other different ones. They're the same thing that's on the candy necklace. He loved candies. Jube Jubes, sour Jube Jubes. What are these? Oh, I think those are kind of like Valentine hearts. Oh my God, buddy. He loved those when he was alive, when he was a kid, during Valentine's Day and all that. Getting one of those candy hearts and you eat them. It means a lot from the person that give them to you. Yeah, there was girls they would give you the candy heart, and I would just eat too many of the candy hearts. But you feel loved by the girl, and they feel good because they're giving somebody and they're showing affection. Like never did they ever show affection before. So when they're young, they learn to show affection. Oh, who do you like? Or they choose and it gives them that output. They never had that output put before to show who they wanted to choose as to be affectionate with, to give a gift, even just to give a gift of one of these little candy hearts. Or sometimes, oh, I don't like him that much or her that much. I'm not going to give her candy hearts. I'm going to give them a card. Oh, somebody likes you, like doesn't, there's all different ones. From people that just know their friends or somebody that is looking out for you. There's this whole hierarchy when you're in school. You know who likes you, who's just your friend, who's your classmate, all that or what have you. Who's your best friend? Even if they give you a candy heart, oh, that's Jenna or what have you. You know what I mean? And all that. That was the cool thing about school.